Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again, and welcome to another top 10 list. And today I'm going to be doing my top 10 Alien films. Something slightly different, away from horror, although there are a few horror titles included in this video. Now, I was inspired to do a video response for this one. Thank you, Clive Craven, for originally coming up with this idea. I never would have thought of it, but it is an awesome idea. I love aliens, and the sci-fi genre is my favourite genre next to horror, so definitely wanted to do a vid response for this one. As I was watching your video, mate, I was thinking, I'm going to pick all the same films, but surprisingly I came across a few different ones from my collection that I wanted to talk about in this video, as well as some similar picks to yourself. But anyway, if you're not subscribed to Clive Craven, I definitely recommend it. He's an awesome YouTuber, has a lot of great videos, so his channel link will be left in the description box below. Alrighty, before I get into my official top 10 list, I'm wanting to do a quick honourable mention, so we'll get that out of the way first, and that's Attack the Block. Not top 10 material for me, but still I wanted to quickly mention this one. I do recommend it, and I do consider it to be a fairly underrated modern sci-fi alien invasion film. Great little movie about a group of British teenagers who are trying to save their housing estate from an alien invasion, so definitely check this one out, Attack the Block. Alright, now on to my official top 10, and these aren't really in any particular order. First up we have Super 8. I wasn't the biggest fan of this film when I first saw it actually, but a couple of viewings later I think this movie is fantastic. It's a movie of two halves. The film actually starts out with the main group of characters, the kids, they're shooting a short movie for a festival. And then it turns into an alien invasion movie in the second half of the film. I think both halves work fairly well together. So that's Super 8. Definitely recommended. I'm sure most of you have seen it though. Next up, had to include District 9. One of my all-time favourite modern sci-fis. I think this is an absolutely fantastic movie about a group of aliens that are housed in a particular area in Johannesburg, I think it is, and the government or these people are trying to evict them. Really, really awesome. The aliens look great, pretty different to any other alien I've seen in a film, but yeah, District 9 is fantastic, love it. The next one is Independence Day. Really good alien invasion film with Will Smith, one of my favourite Will Smith movies actually. This is a classic movie, I've seen it a lot and I really had to include it. There's some fantastic action in this one, some great set pieces. Independence Day. Predator with Arnie, one of my favourite Arnie films. This movie is fantastic, I absolutely love this one. Great sci-fi action flick here. The Predators, they look absolutely awesome in this one. I love the jungle setting, so had to include this one, Predator. The next one is one that I don't really hear too many people ever talk about, and it's a shame because it's a fucking awesome film. And that is Pandorum. Closest example of a similar film would be Event Horizon. If you love Event Horizon, I think you're going to love Pandorum. Yeah, this is a absolutely fantastic, really atmospheric, isolated space sci-fi movie about a couple of people. They're trapped in a spaceship and they've got to fend off these alien creatures inside who are trying to attack them. Fantastic film, highly recommend this one, Pandorum. The next one is another fairly underrated one, and this one has more of a documentary sort of realistic storyline to it, and that is The Fourth Kind. Clive, you also included this one, which I was very glad to see. Good to see another person talk about this one. But The Fourth Kind is fantastic. I really love the film style they went with on this one. It's two different styles. It's supposedly based on true real life events, and half of the movie's sort of done in like a documentary style filmmaking, and then the rest of it's done in like a film style movie. But yeah, this one is fantastic, about a group of people in a small Alaskan town who go and talk to a counsellor. They've all had these dreams at night. They've experienced the same thing during the night, and it's all revolving around alien abductions and abduction theories and stuff like that. Fantastic film, really well done. Definitely love The Fourth Kind. The next one is Signs. I definitely would include this in the sci-fi horror department. This is a great movie. I love this one a lot, about a family that live on a farm and aliens have invaded. Really, really good. Great cast of characters. I thought it was a pretty solid storyline, and the aliens looked pretty awesome as well. The only thing that I found was a little bit weak was the way that you could like stop the aliens. I thought that was a little bit weak, but other than that, Signs is fantastic. This is another fairly underrated one. Probably the most underrated one of this video actually, because I really hear no one ever talk about this movie, and that is The Darkest Hour. This is a fantastic film. It kind of blends a lot of genres into one. You've got sort of post-apocalyptic elements, definitely sci-fi alien elements, and there's even some sort of horror thriller elements included as well. It's a fantastic blend of genres, but this is really good, about a group of people that are survived a alien attack in Moscow, I think it is. Yeah, Moscow. They're Americans visiting Moscow. The aliens in this one are kind of interesting. They're different to any other alien film because they are within electricity. So it's kind of hard to explain without seeing it, but it's really, really good. You know, a lot of the times they can't really see the aliens. They know they're there, they can sense them, they can sort of hear them, but they can't actually physically see them at all times because the aliens are electricity. Really, really awesome film. Definitely took me by surprise. This one is fantastic. So if you haven't checked this one out and you're looking for something kind of different and unique within the alien sort of sci-fi genre, check out The Darkest Hour. It's fantastic. I had to mention Alien. Out of the 4 films, Alien the original is definitely my favourite, and I mean, I could not possibly do this video and not give this one a mention. You guys know about the movie, so I don't really need to say too much about it, but it is absolutely fantastic. Pretty much the perfect example of a alien sci-fi horror movie. It is just absolutely incredible. The sequel Aliens is almost just as good. I absolutely love that one as well and could have quite easily included it, but Alien, I do prefer the original slightly more. So that's that. I'm sure everyone has seen it. And guys, if you have seen it and you don't own the Blu-ray box set, I highly recommend picking up this set. It's readily available in most countries for a reasonably good price, and the movies look exceptional on Blu-ray. So this is definitely one movie set to pick up on the Blu-ray format if you haven't already. And the first 2 movies alone are worth it. They are both fantastic. Last but certainly not least, this one is kind of different to everything else in this list. It is sci-fi, but it's not horror, it's nowhere near horror. It's sort of got more of a family adventure vibe to it as well. But E.T. is my favourite sci-fi movie, my favourite alien film of all time. So how could I do a top 10 alien list and not include E.T.? I think this movie is absolutely fantastic. It was one of the first movies that I saw as a kid actually, and I don't think a movie has had the same effect on me over the years as E.T. has. This movie is just utterly amazing. I think the bond between E.T. and Elliot's absolutely incredible. Steven Spielberg was a genius making this movie. I really can't fault the film at all. He did a absolutely perfect job with this one. Probably the most in-depth movie when it comes to an alien creature, because the whole movie pretty much centers around E.T. So, but yeah, just an absolutely fantastic film. I'm sure most of you have seen this one. If you haven't, for God's sake, pick this one up on Blu-ray. Check it out. I'm sure you'll love it. But yeah, E.T. is an absolute masterpiece in my opinion when it comes to aliens. So yeah, had to mention this bad boy. Alright, so there you go. That is my top 10 alien films. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And once again guys, if you're not subscribed to Clive Craven, his channel link will be left in the description box. If you've got any recommendations for me in terms of alien films or alien related invasion sci-fi films, definitely let me know. There's one in particular that I'm really keen to check out, and that is Fire in the Sky. That is one I'm definitely wanting to pick up at some point. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different away from horror, but yeah, definitely wanted to do this response because, as I said, you know, I love aliens, I love sci-fi films, so really enjoyed doing this response. So Clive Craven, thank you for coming up with the idea. I think it was awesome, and I'm glad that I was able to do a response. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.